So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped, undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. So that's got things underway. Mbappe. Adams gets good distance on it. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Hwang Hee-chan.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Now the finish! Well, versatility and work rate have always been the strengths of Darren Fletcher, but he's done all of that in the face down the years of some doubters, Jim.
Yeah, he was criticised when playing in more offensive roles for giving the ball away a little too often and poor positional sense, Peter.
Oh, here's a chance! A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak...
Decent hit! Goal! Fluminense! And Fluminense take the lead. And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Fluminense have fired themselves in front.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Hwang Hee-chan conjures time and space where few can. He's picked his way through. Tries to get it clear.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And it's Rivaldo. Van Dijk deals with that comfortably. Now, who's going to be first to this? Hakimi just loves to go forward whenever he can. Rodri. Palmer. Back into the middle, and he was alert to it. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Fluminense clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
This Haaland! White. For Kostic. Gravenberg. And it's Rivaldo. Passes short and sharp. Zakaria. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
It is now time for our...
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Substitution on the field. Number 10, Mbappe. Coming on the field.
And we're underway again.
Number 5.
Well, I think in these circumstances...
Oh, he's been caught on it here. He's got the shot away. It's loose now and they want to get it back.
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
Kostic. It's a throw-in. Zakaria. Now it's Haaland. White. Fluminense upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Rudiger. Oh, we expected better, and so did he.
The attendance for this match
And it's
was
Rivaldo.
71,898.
Looking for the runner. Haaland. Bit too much weight on the pass.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Palmer. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
Kostic. That's a lovely, neat pass. Now it's Hwang Hee-chan. White. Saliba is there, and he can get that clear.
Substitution on the field. Number 20.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Coming on the field. Number 19. Messi.
He gets big!
Number 8. Danzo.
No, not the best of headers. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Nicely worked. Danso gets over and intercepts. Kostic. Now it's Messi.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And the shot! He's scored! 2 ahead, late in the day, game over surely. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest.
And it's been given away.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Hakimi. Rivaldo. Rodri. Messi. And here's the chance to counter. Costa Curta.
There
Palmer.
will be 3 minutes added time.
Messi. Palmer. Oh, that's well spotted. And there goes the final whistle. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard. Well, it is a game which, in the grand scheme of things, may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Haaland! Well read, nice interception. And no, that was never going to make it. Throw in. Well, here's your hero. Oh, what a mistake! It's going to be another throw. Kostic. Konate. Distributed tidily. Played into the middle. Goes in for the header! And he's managed to get rid. Out again for a throw-in. Musiala gets a foot in here. Ah, good steal, he just read it. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Now it's Hwang Hee-chan.
White really added the width there thanks to his willingness to make the run.
Drilled in low.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Gravenberg. And here's Shevchenko.
Shevchenko really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Chance to finish. Great effort, but no way through. Bari are seeing more of the ball, but still aren't carrying much goal threat. Thuram! He's got away with one there.
Well, I think the opposition was pretty sloppy in creating a problem for themselves then, but he was onto it so quickly and very nearly made them pay.
Kostic. It's a mighty effort! Now, oh, what has happened here? And the cutback. Little pass back. Hakimi did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. And that is going out for a goal kick. Kostic. He's looking to set free a runner. Shevchenko. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. That's really well cleared. Messi. Oh, played right into his path. He has found the way through. Vinicius Junior. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. And we hit half-time. Well, it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Bari can add a little more variation to their attack. They've developed a right-sided bias with much of the same service into the box.
Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break. 0-0.
Substitution on the field. Number 8, turn. Coming on the field is number 19, Dembele.
And the action is back on the way.
Bari have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. Okay, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Shevchenko. Mosquera gets it away. And he's there to retrieve it. Gravenberg. Kostic. Kostic is the guilty party there. Well-timed, excellent interception. And that has been cut short. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
That just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
The attendance for this match was 72,300.
And they've got a throw. And that's definitely not his best. Gravenberg. Now it's Shevchenko. White.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Mosquera gets over and intercepts. And it's Messi. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Bastoni cuts it out. Hakimi. White. Gravenberg. Played out to the right. Just about up to 75 minutes. Hwang Hee-chan.
Bari showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Substitution on the field. Number 42, Musiala. Number 41, Rice. Number
Intercepts the throw.
21,
That's well read.
Messi.
Hakimi
Number 7,
clears.
Vinicius Junior. Coming on the field.
And he's intervened well there.
Number 18, Pulisic. Number 10,
Mosquera.
McAllister. Number 14,
Now Van Dijk.
Rodrigo.
Deftly
Number
away.
9, Mbappe. Substitution.
Dembele has a go!
Advantage. That's always been the harder option, in my experience.
Number 19.
Even some of the opposing fans are clapping that. You just have to appreciate it.
You know, I'm not going to be hard on the goalkeeper because that moved all over the place on its journey.
Tunisia have taken the lead.
Yeah, it's been their hard work that has got them this lead, but I just wonder whether they can keep it up. This may take a toll now.
Kimmich gets rid without sophistication. Oh, super find. Tries a shot! Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
Pedri. Kostic is charging up on the overlap. Rodrigo getting this one clear. Bastoni wins the duel this. And that's that. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest. Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. The action has already started. It's a good spell of possession, this. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Hwang Hee-chan. Oh, what a ball he's in! Can he finish? Goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early. Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
So, a breakthrough already. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Bari leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Konate. Palmer. Bari are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. Palmer! Oh, that was no routine save.
Palmer is offering a wry smile there. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Alexander-Arnold with the short one. In with a header! Just off target. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And he cuts out the supply. Valverde. He's through here. A real chance if he can get through, and he's managed to get free. Great position, big chance! It's a loose ball. Gravenberg. Look at the space, great hit! And he's really put himself on the line here. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. And now a sudden chance to counter. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And the keeper's given it away. He has done it! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, that's something that'll make the manager proud, because they dug in deep then and they've got their leveller. Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Gremio grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked and I still haven't moved.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Palmer. Valverde. Gravenberg.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And we've reached half-time. Bari head back in at the break after a first half that has been from A scoreline point of view in any case, an even one. Both sides have contributed in equal measure, neither looking overly under pressure from the other. And at the break, glass half full, half empty. It's 1-1. So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. And it's Davis. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Decent hit! Kostic. Now White. Shevchenko. Oh, it looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite right.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
The attendance for this match
That has been cut short.
550.
And he's picked out the run. Haaland! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Bari have their second corner now. Big header! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Erling Haaland. Coming on to replace him is number 18, Cristiano Ronaldo. Substitution.
Valverde. Bari are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Hakimi. Davis providing an outlet on that flank. Valverde. Now, who's going to be first to this? Same again, same outcome.
Gremio really putting a few chances together here. Taking one can only add to such good momentum now.
And here's Shevchenko, has a shot!
Bari showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
And the pass is intercepted. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Played back in.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Now it's Valverde. Interesting ball.
Added time.
Good read, needed to be. Shapes to shoot! Oh, yes, it's there! And that has raised the roof! There was to be only one. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Bari did lead. Indeed, they controlled, but they managed to throw it all away. A defeat made even more. So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped, undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Messi. Bellingham. Now it's Mbappe. Well timed, excellent interception. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Lamine Yamal.
He's gone for goal! Oh, he has leathered that.
Well, he does strike a very pure ball, doesn't he? It's great technique.
Oh, no, no circumventing this opponent. Gravenberg. Kostic. Bari still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the... And the finish! It's there! As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, he makes finishing look like a matter of fact. Why take extra touches?
The goal scorer after 19 minutes is number 18.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Balde.
Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach.
Ah, he's given it away. Has a go! It's there! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
An act of charity. Mbappe! Oh, what has happened here? Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Balde. He's got the shot away! Just off target.
Well, to put it this way, he's probably made better decisions.
Balde. And he'll shoot here! Great effort, beautifully taken.
Balde brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Kostic. Gravenberg. Mbappe. He has found the way through. Real chance! Goal! Bari! And the comeback is complete. Simplicity itself.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Bari take the lead.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Out for a throw. Hwang Hee-chan. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Couldn't squeeze it through. And the first 45 minutes are up. Bari come roaring back in quite some style. We've got a very different game now. The midway point of the game.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
Bari head into the half-time break with a narrow advantage. It is 2-1. So we're just settling back into this second half. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Rudiger, Gravenberg, and it's Shevchenko. Knocks it out wide.
Cafu really added the width there, thanks.
It's a mighty effort! It's in! Two to the good! They have breathing space! It is a good finish. The odds were against him, little matter.
Hwang Hee-chan demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Substitution on the field. Number 4, Bellingham.
Madrid choosing to make the first change. Bari take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Oh, that's a key interception.
That dugout has had some relief, at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Cafu, Gravenberg, Cafu, Olise, Chouameni, and here's Mane, and it's Dembele. It's Dembele! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Dembele really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
So, third corner of the game. Decent hit! And he's quick to get it clear again. Back into the middle. Van Dijk tries to clear. Olise, Dembele. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Oh, well played.
Dembele really was well marshalled there.
Mbappe! Into the last quarter of an hour. Oh, easy pickings there. Mbappe. Now it's Hwang Hee-chan, and he's lost his man here. And it's the goalkeepers to claim. Nicely weighted ball. Olise, looking for the... and Bari! And somehow he managed to miss it.
Well, it wasn't to be this time, but that should add to his level of confidence, something they can really do with at the moment.
Zakaria. Kostic. Pass somewhat off target. Mahrez carries the ball down the right. Oh, that's ambitious. And for a moment, time stood still.
That's what all good teams do these days. Pressing from the front is highly effective.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. And the referee brings it to a close. Bari have won it by sheer force of character. So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped, undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. And that's really well manoeuvred.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now it's Haaland.
Well, Peter, here we have one of the greatest defenders of all time, Alessandro Costacurta.
Yeah, in a sense, understated, isn't he? Certainly, some would say underrated. He's one of the less glamorous members of the Milanese elite from the 1990s.
Yeah, but ability-wise, I think he was on a par with the rest of them. And his tactical versatility means the centre-back, full-back,
Sweeper, defensive midfield player.
Yeah, and we shouldn't forget his outstanding vision and confidence on the ball, being almost as important as what he did at the back.
David Villa. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
And here's Neymar. And that is expertly dealt with. Zakaria.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
Shade too heavy. Keeper can pick that up. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Costacurta cuts it out. And here's Neymar. And that is a little undercooked. David Villa. White is always looking to play quality balls. Oh, that's a fine interception. Zakaria. Kostic. Oh, this looks sharp. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Adams wins the duel this time. He could be in here. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
Pinches it off him. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. David Villa was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And the shot! It's in!
Well, players of his stature just live for moments like that. Another really important contribution as we near half-time, and it can make such an impact on each mindset.
Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Yeah, the goal was really well worked. Look, the game is a constant search for space, and he found the pocket.
So, there's the whistle for half-time. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break, 1-0.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Bari really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything. Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Well, one sloppy lapse like that can do a lot of damage, and it was triggered by the closing down.
And we have our very first corner. And he's gone looking for safety. And now they can spring out of defence. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Bastoni gets rid without sophistication. And he's straight offside. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Good effort from distance. And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set up for the counter-attack, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
Substitutions taking place.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. He's through here. Oh, that's well spotted. Cafu. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the stats are pretty telling here. It's hard to argue with the scoreline when you carry so little threat.
Rudiger. Good spot, he's seen the run. Nice interception, well timed.
Bari are definitely going about this the right way.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Christian, now the finish! It's in! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, it doesn't have to look spectacular. Why complicate simplicity?
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
And it's Neymar. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, that was vital.
Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause, but it's a goal credit that would be most welcome now.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. Neymar. And here's Messi.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
And he's in on goal. Can he finish? Neymar! What about that one? Late in the day, this could well be it. That was a given. It always was.
There was a distinct lack of pressure there, Peter. It was a good finish, but it was made easy. That's poor defence.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And that is as far as it goes. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven. And whilst you might argue to the contrary, perhaps... Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena. Absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. Looking for the run.
Peter, it's not often I'll focus on the influence of a goalkeeper, but Vitor Baia is an exception I'm happy to make. Consistently strong and one of Portugal's very best players, never mind just keepers.
Yeah, I very much doubt his nation has ever had anyone better in that position. Shapes to shoot. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. And here's Mbappe. Branthwaite gets a foot in here.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities. Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Yamal. And here's Mbappe. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Gravenberg. Gravenberg looking to penetrate opposition lines. Bari still without a single shot on target. Hakimi. Hwang Hee-chan. Now it's Haaland. Yamal promptly onto that, and that is that. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Van Dijk makes the interception. Looking for the runner. All Black will lay claim to that. It's Salah! And another try! They want to be quick to recover this. Can he stop it going out? Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Played back in. Zakaria. And Gravenberg. Pedri. Zakaria cuts it out. Gravenberg. Yamal. Yamal! A really close shave, and the last action of the first half. Well, it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. How would you review the first half?
It's been a pretty abject performance. No efforts at goal. I'm struggling to remember the last time we had that.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, I can imagine...
Oh, terrible pass. Big chance, and the shot! That is decidedly lacking.
What a fabulous run. OK, it didn't come off in the end, Peter, but that would surely spark some kind of response from those around him.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Ribéry. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, perfectly measured that. Van Dijk attempts a clearance. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
71,649.
Oh, nicely intercepted. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Now it's Hwang Hee-chan, and he thumps it clear. Bari have reclaimed it. Gravenberg. Paris Saint-Germain needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Haaland. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Substitution for Paris Saint-Germain. Number 19, Yamal. Coming on the field is number 42, Musiala.
Ribéry goes on a run down the left wing. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, no joy this time. And still, we await the first breakthrough. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Paris Saint-Germain have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Good running, strong and purposeful. Always onto this. Oh, what a... There's the shot! And he hits the net. And that could well be the winner.
What a time to take the lead. But now comes the dilemma of whether you ought to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option, in my experience.
More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
Number 10, Messi.
A 1-0 lead established.
Yeah, it's been their hard work that has got him this lead, but I just wonder whether they can keep it up. This may take a toll now. This is the time you need that pace.
Messi. Soboslai. And that will be it. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Haaland claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument.
And if you do have a chance today, please take
How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Bari deservedly very happy with their win, and the clean sheet is a very nice bonus.